So I just watched the Batman movie, guy, and I really liked it, and I thought Batman was really cool, and I want to be Batman. Don't we all? So I guess you're looking for a Batcave door. Yes, it's still me, Guy, but I thought it'd be best to wear this for the occasion. Well, Derp Guy, you didn't come here to play fancy dress, did you? Let's just make the bat door. So here are the items we're going to be needing. We're going to need 50 Redstone Dust, 14 Redstone Repeaters, 13 Sticky Pistons, 9 glass, 4 Redstone Torches, 3 droppers, 2 blocks for the door, 1 Redstone Comparator, 1 water bucket for the waterfall, 1 redstone block, 1 stone button and 1 hopper. And we also need a cave, so I'm gonna build this and we'll be back after that. Now that that's done, we can start building the cave door. So what we want to do, we want to find a space where we can put a redstone torch near the roof where a block is on top of it, powering a block, as I said, which would power this redstone. And then after that, we want to have 2 redstone dust going up just like that. And we are building the redstone torch key at the moment. So what we want to do, we want to get a sticky piston facing into the block, which would push the block, which would turn off the redstone torch, therefore being a redstone torch key. But this is useless on its own, as we now need to make a T flip-flop, so there's actually some use into it. So what we want to do, we want to get a repeater going this way and then place a block with a dropper facing upwards and then crouch and place a dropper facing forwards, and then we would like a dropper facing into the bottom dropper, and then after that finally just place a hopper going into the dropper. So an item will be pushed round in a anti-clockwise rotation. We now want to get a block going out with a redstone comparator on the block, which will have a piston, just like this, facing downwards, and some redstone dust on top of that piston. Now we want to get a redstone block and place it on top of the sticky piston. Put any item you want in one of the droppers. It doesn't matter which one you put it in, just put it in one of them. And now we want a block with some redstone dust on top of it, so that when the sticky piston pushes down, the redstone block will power the redstone dust. Now we want to get a redstone dust line going from the block down, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks out, and then get a redstone repeater and face it that way. And to finish the little bit, we're just going to put redstone dust there, and now we're going to move on to the waterfall. And then we're going to make a torch tower, so a block, then a torch, then a block on top of the torch, and then a torch on top of the block, which will burn out that torch there. Then we want to come out with blocks going this way, going 3 out from this part, and we want to have redstone repeaters going this way. Now we all want them on 4 ticks, so you press them 3 times each. Now once you've done that, you want to make a U shape or an N shape, just like this, and then place a redstone torch facing that way. Get your sticky pistons, face them towards the cave, and then place redstone dust on top of those blocks. We now want to put the blocks on sticky pistons and then cover and basically make a little cage for where the water is, because we don't want it spilling everywhere, getting rid of all of our redstone. Once you've done that, just place in 1 water bucket on the central part, and it should make a split waterfall. And it should look just like this. After that, we are now going to be moving on to the 2 doors that we have. So we have a Jeb door, and then we have a door behind that for reasons. So the parts that are glass have to be glass, and we just want redstone dust coming up like this. Now we are going to have a block. These can be solid. We want 2 redstone dust and a redstone repeater in the middle on 4 ticks. Again, tapping it 3 times. After that, get your sticky pistons out and place a 2x2 pistons just like that, and then get 2 more pistons facing inwards just like that. And now we want to get redstone dust just on top of that 1 piston and 2 blocks with redstone dust on top of them. And that's the whole Jeb door done. All we have to do is now place in these blocks. We're gonna have them just stone so they blend in. But if you want to put this in a mansion or something, you can have it like that. It's up to you, really. So we're just gonna test it, and that looks like it works completely fine. Yep, the walls are in place. Now if we undo that, it should open up. We walk, yeah, perfect. So that should be how it works. Now we're gonna do the door behind the Jeb door. So just 2 sticky pistons facing inwards, and then just 2 blocks on top of that. So it should look just like this. Simple as can be. So now I'm going to be working on 1 block that pushes up when the waterfall is split. So you want 3 blocks going down like this, and then 3 redstone dust just like this. Do the smallest bit of digging, and then have 2 repeaters on 4 ticks again, so tap it 3 times each. Once we have that, we want to come down here and dig out a hole. We want 2 redstone dust there, and then 2 redstone repeaters facing this way on 4 ticks. So tap them 3 times each, and then again another 3 repeaters on 4 ticks, tapping them 3 times each. After that, we want 2 redstone dust going into the redstone repeaters, and it should be powered like this. And now we want to get a piston and face it upwards into that block. So when it gets powered, it pushes up and you can walk on it as a small platform. And you also want a block there, otherwise the delay won't work. So make sure you have a block down there that cuts off the redstone. If you want to, you can cover the machine up, but do not block that bit of redstone as that is needed. But we can always just place stone there if we want. So now that that's all done, the opening and closing and the splitting of the waterfall and the block that goes up is completely done. You can make the cave how you want it to be. Just make sure you don't interfere with too much of the redstone. But that isn't too useful when you can go in but you can't lock the door behind you, so we're just going to work on that mechanism now. So once you do a bit of building, you can place down a button. It can be whatever you want, but I did stone so it fits in. And now we are going to make a little stairway up for the redstone. So we're going to get a block with redstone dust on top of it, and then glass next to it with redstone dust on top of both of those, sorry. Glass going up like this with redstone dust on top of it, and then glass going up with redstone dust on top of it. And then after that, you want glass going this way, so it doesn't connect to that redstone, just like this. Then you want to bring the glass up here in like a little staircase. You then want to create a little L and then place a redstone repeater facing this way with 2 redstone dust going like this, and then carry on the redstone line until we match it up down here. And just like that, we have completely finished it. You can customize the cave, but if we press the button, the doors close and the waterfall goes back to normal, and then we'll press it again so you can see that it splits. The doors open, the waterfall splits, and the platform comes up. So it's working perfectly. Lovely jubbly. And we can also use the torch key and it works perfectly fine. Door closes up just like that. You can get a torch back and it's locked up just like that. It's great. And that's how you build the Batcave door. Oh wait, look at you. Yes, I have all the power. Anyway, thank you for helping me, Guy. I'll get on my way to do some more derpy adventures.
Let's head back to shore. If you were in my stance, probably clock out. When we make this music, we don't watch what we talk about. There's probably a reason that I went and took the long route. If not, wow. Gold digging, got a stack crew. Asking for some love in a way meant that I asked you. Shady get cut, can't make the edit. Especially when they leave your name out there.